I am the greatest racing influencer in the history of the modern era.
Come on down!
Legend, racing blogger and social media.
Cheers.
You need a few readies when you go to the races, boys. We'll bring a couple of K with us. Grand on the fav.
Thank you.
Bit of a top up on the old rails. Hey, Christmas. Lovely jubbly.
Hi, I'm with the blogger.
Horse owner, mate, horse owner.
Come on, baby.
I changed the face of social media with the vlogs, with the fan reaction videos. I think I'm the first one to approach the world's biggest trainers with a camera phone.
An absolute honour to be joined by Aidan O'Brien,
The legendary French trainer Andre Fabre.
His Highness Sheikh Issa here in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Go up there and get the scoops and bang out 100,000 views. Tweet, bang, done. I find social media just hits me and runs through me like the Matrix. Find it effortless.
Drink, gamble, just have a good time.
I'm able to channel into the picture, the story, the why.
Abel's done it! This is sensational.
And I think if you can get the why, you can get the emotions behind the game, and I think I bring that out on camera.
The legend, World Cup winner, Robert Perez. Robert, great to meet you, man.
A lot of people are going to take this as arrogance. It's not arrogance, it's fact.
$35,000.
How many winners did you back today?
Fucking none.
Find her up. Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
Welcome to Blogger's Estate. Out outside Blogger's house, waiting to do the final interview, which we've been waiting to do for the last 7 months.
Wait, the film crew finally turned up, fuck me. Hello, boys. Been a long time. How we doing? Welcome to Willesden, mate. Let's get it done, son. At last. I'd say it's probably a combination of mine and yours, to be fair. You don't stop travelling and all do I. This isn't all for today, all this stuff on the shoot, is it? Jesus Christ. Blimey. Serious operators. All right. Ready to roll? Let's roll. Just direct you if you want, or...
Because we've got all the kit,
Yeah.
the sooner we can, and this is a bit of a dodgy area.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be all right once we get away from Willesden, Kilburn. You'll be half all right. The increased rate in getting mugged or robbed decreases slowly.
Testing 1, 2, blogger.
Righty ho. Righty ho. This is Sparta! Let's go.
Right, you missed the vlogs in.
Oh, let's fucking have it, you fucking... Afternoon, lads. Just down here in Cricklewood at a local film studio. Wrapping up the documentary at last. Should be a great blast. Must be so nice to have a fucking costume designer and they tuck you in and make sure everything's perfect. So who is Stephen Power? I think he's a bit of a complex character with multiple different facets to his personality.
Racing as a whole is a dying sport, and we need to bring in a younger audience, a younger generation.
So you've got the exuberant Stephen Power, the showman Stephen Power, but then you've got the Stephen Power who's a bit of a recluse. When he's at home, he'll happily disappear into a room for a few days at a time. Bit of a yo-yo character, but somebody who has a great passion for life, has a lot of empathy, and likes to push life's great boundaries and develop as a human being more than anything. Well, welcome to Kilburn. This is where I spent most of my life growing up. The famous Kilburn, for many reasons. You see the utes throwing bikes in behind into a bush, so yeah, a lot of memories here. Just told the cameraman to have his wits about him. So we're just here at Jules' house, and this is where I spent most of my teenage years, on my grand's living room floor. I haven't been here for a while actually, it's probably been about 8 years, and that's my grand's flat. Just gonna have a little look. Yeah, so my earliest memories of horse racing itself was just sitting on my grand's floor in her council flat in Kilburn and watching her watch Channel 4 racing. And I wouldn't have been paying too much attention to it at first. I'd just hear the noise, here can I come down to the final furlong, and all of that jazz. And she'd bring me in the bookies every now and again, and I'd see her collect sometimes £1,000 which back in the late 1990s was a lot of moolah. I couldn't actually believe it. You had all those fat old men in there smoking cigarettes. My eyes used to water. I'd come out of there crying. And I'd say, wow, Gran, £1,000. She'd slip me 50 quid sometimes, which was a lot of money. My gran was always looking after me, I was a real granny's boy. And then, long story short, it was the Cheltenham Festival, and Istabrack won. I saw Aidan O'Brien pop up on TV, and something hooked me. Probably the Cheltenham crowds, the way Aidan was so placid, and Charlie Swan giving it the big hoo-ha. And then my gran bought me racing. I think it was to Newbury. We'd done a family trip to Newbury one day. And I just started to fall in love with it very, very quickly. And at that age, I was a mad football fan, like proper. Watched every game, was watching Serie A, was watching all the Spanish games, watching Arsenal relentlessly. And I have to say, within 2 years, horse racing took over my passion. I became more obsessed with horse racing than I did football. Yeah, they're my earliest memories, all down to Granny.
I used to come back from secondary school down the bottom of Kilburn High Road and shout out, Gran, me, and she'd let me in. Yeah, wonderful memories. God bless you, Granny. Unbelievable, really, when you look back on it, and the rough, tough nature of growing up in Brent.
I think when we first moved over, we ended up in Edgware Road or Kilburn High Road. I was lucky that when we finally got homed in a council house, we actually ended up on a half-decent council estate.
What was it like growing up in this estate when you were younger?
Madness. She used to literally terrorise the neighbours full time, kicking footballs about till midnight, cycling around the place, just way too much energy. Typical northwest London lifestyle, really. It's changed a bit. Used to be a lot of lockups all around here. All of that's been flattened out. They were all like garages and all that. It was a bit rougher, but they've tried to modernise things. Planted a lot of trees. Spent a lot of time up and down these stairs. Took a few falls as well. Cut my eye open there. Had to have it super glued back together. Had a few fights up and down these stairways as well with all the local boys. Pretty normal when you grow up on a council estate. People test you all the time. You've got to learn to defend yourself. You don't have a choice in London. Right, Mum, open up. Let us in.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi.
You all right? Nice to see you.
Come on in.
How's things?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
And you?
Not too bad.
Come
Not
on
too bad. That's what I do. Always go straight to the fridge. Guinness.
Well, he grew up as a country boy first, and he was very experimental. He was wanting to get out there. He was the boisterous one who really jumped in on things, letting you know what he wants and he didn't want. He wasn't very good at eating his vegetables.
I don't remember much of my childhood. For me, I look back on my childhood with a fair bit of trauma, to be fair. Fella up there threatened to throw me off the balcony and murder me and kill my dog. He hated the Irish, and my mum had to protect me and my sister against that.
He was always a bit of a go-getter. That didn't always go well at school.
I got expelled in year 7 from John Kelly Boys Technology College, so I got chucked out of school.
That wasn't the only time.
Not my fault, purely down to the teachers. I didn't know how to handle a kid who had a lot of intelligence at a young age, and I missed most of year 7, and then my mum took me to see the local MP, got me back into school in year 8, which was St George's at the bottom of Kilburn High Road, Maida Vale. St Augustine's was next door. It was rough, it was tough. I was very small at that age. I didn't start growing until I was about 17. So I used to get bullied. I used to get into a lot of fights. I quite frankly hated every moment of school. And to me personally, I didn't see it worthwhile. I didn't feel like I was learning much there to be a man. I didn't feel like I was learning anything spiritual to make me a better human being. And I challenged the whole educational system my whole life to the day I left.
He had a good learning ability. He just had different focuses, right?
I think I left school with 2 GCSEs, food technology and mathematics, and they serve you pretty well in the real world.
He's always had a bit of a lust for making money, you know. He's always been that little bit of, you know, a wheeler and dealer, you know, able to see, you know, how he can make a little bit of money. Do you know what I mean?
How much did this cost?
I think it's meant to be a walking aid.
Oh, is it a walking aid, is it?
It's not like a Japanese
Yeah.
samurai sword or anything.
Get my dinner for tonight in the jungle. Pretty cool, gorillas all over it.
With the racing, you know, it's kind of in the family, in both sides of the family. And, you know, my mum, Mary Power, did look after him, you know, quite a lot. And she was a keen form reader, and she was pretty good at it too. And they had a very good relationship in that regard, and often went to the races together and spent time together.
My gran, one of her pastimes was entering competitions. She used to enter millions of them. Anyway, Long story short, she won a helicopter trip from Harrods Aviation to Sandown Park for us and 4 people, so me, my mum, and then VIP at the day at Sandown. It was for the Whitbread, and I got to meet Tony McCoy and get a helicopter there and back, so yeah, it was absolutely unbelievable. I was the bollocks for the day. I think I was only 17 years old. I had a racing post in my arm. Look at the state of the jacket. Unbelievable scenes. Yeah, being an adult now, being a man, going back, pretty romantic for me, driving down those quiet roads, you know, just the actual land all around you. That just tones me down. It brings Stephen grounded straight away, and it's really, really powerful. I mean, I remember when I was there the year before COVID hit, I'd done a 2-month tour all around Ireland, Willie Mullins, Gordon Elliott, all the big studs. I just remember driving around with the window down, and I've never felt calmer in my entire life and happier. I'm saying nothing, mate. I ain't getting my head kicked in, mate. We're just getting ready to go back to Naas. There's 2 grade 3s on the card. The Limestone Hurdle with Bob Ollinger taking on Echoes in Rain. Love going back to Naas, one of the best race courses in Ireland. So yeah, just getting ready. I think we're going to have a bet in the 4 o'clock at Fontwell. So stay tuned, yeah. That's as good as we're going to get. Next stop, Naas Racecourse on a Sunday, baby. You accumulate a lot of friends in horse racing. A good friend of mine, Eamon McAvoy, the manager of Naas Racecourse. Always good to see him, does a sterling job down there. It's nice just to go back and see people and see how people are getting on. You'll see yourself today, it's a real community-based racecourse. Time to rock and roll. Lovely. Thanks. Cheers. Thank you. How you doing? You all good? Paddock pick for me was the Devil's Coachman.
Yeah.
Looked brilliant. Looked brilliant.
I thought him or am I right?
Yeah. I hope he wins because I've got the half brother to him.
Oh really? Yeah.
So yeah, that's,
Awesome, yeah.
it's a tough punting card today.
It is, yeah.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
I may not have a bet here all day. See if they shake some of this British money down here. Take Sterling. Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling.
Yeah, 60 on 5. Little bet. 60 Sterling. Travelling all right. He's been jumping well enough. Long way to go. Brian Cooper needs the gap. Oh, he's got hammered in, fighting his way out. We've just been beat. We should have won that. Great to be back here at Naas, one of my favourite race courses in Ireland. As always, the hospitality is sensational. Planted the black stuff, tastes delicious. And we've just had a lucky touch in the first. The Devil's Coachman. The winner was disqualified. Aye, rightly so. Get in. So, yeah, that was nice. Pull it up there. You can just see here, he gets completely squeezed. It's nice to be on the winning side of one for a change. Done. The grind never stops.
Hello, blogger.
How you doing? You all good?
Good news.
Man, good to see you. Thanks. How are you?
Stephen, how are
Oh
you?
yeah, all good.
Your trip around America?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well,
How are you, mate?
crack.
Good to
How
see
are you
you.
keeping?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Well, we're going to see if Bob Ollinger can rekindle his amazing talent. Been some horse, 2 Cheltenham Festival wins. He's got that horse to beat today. Echoes in Rain for Willie Mullins. Don't mean to sound bad to the horse, but he's gone from 0 to 0 in 3 runs. Let's just hope he can shine again. Absolutely hosed in. Bob Ollinger plugging on in 3rd. Nice performance from the mare. Bob just coming past. So disappointing. Like, you've got a horse that's good, and it just a bit like Nicholas Bentner from Arsenal. Yeah, didn't last long, did it? This is the best feeling in the world, picking up money from the bookie. Just got to try and find the ticket now. Here we go. Oh no, that's a receipt. That's a car ticket. Fucking hell. There we go. Hello, mate. Thanks. Cheers. Good man. Lovely. Cheers, mate. Thanks. It's been a great day at Naas. Echoes in Rain won the Limestone Lad Hurdle. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good, bruv. Doesn't look good. Stuck up a little horse. Hope it wins for all the followers. Give him a winner on a Sunday. Having a cup of tea, having a punt. What a life, eh? Right, that's us in 3rd, lads. These colours all look the same. The cameraman's had a bet. He's watching the bet as well.
He's in 6th.
Starting to tank into this race nicely now. Travelling very well here, boys. Just coming out of the drive now. Needs to get a gap here. Go on, get up that inside rail and get him going. Come on, let's get some wages here at Naas. Come on, boy. Big jump. Just the way we like it on a Sunday, lads. There's your wages, go and collect. I'm back off to the bar. Come on, love this game, I love this game. Get in there. Bam. 2 to 1 into even money within 20 minutes. The following's massive. You know, I know all the people at home, all the working class people, whatever, have all had a good punt on this, and they've all made money. I love that feeling. I want people to win more than I do. It's just, I've always been that way. I hate tipping losers. I think everyone does, really, especially when the social media bullies gang up on you. But yeah, no, tipping winners is a great feeling. You know, put a lot of hard work into it. Just a celebration tweet for all the boys. They love this. Art Deco wins with his head in his chest. A lovely day's wages on a Sunday, boys. Bish bash bosh, on to the next one. Welcome to Tipperary, and welcome to the very beautiful Clonmel, back where a little Blogsy was born in 1982, and guess what? He won the most beautiful baby competition 10 months later. Here we are, that's my old stomping ground, where we used to cause absolute havoc here. Glorious memories, and arguably one of the most beautiful places in the whole of Ireland. So yeah, good to be back. What a place.
Look at ye or look at him?
Just look out towards that blogger or over that.
Blogger. Okay. Yeah, stop making faces. I'm Emily Graffland and I grew up with Stephen here in Tipperary. Oh, you wouldn't believe how much he tortured us as kids. It was like, oh no, Stephen's coming, Stephen's coming. But then we loved you as you got a bit older. Sometimes a little bit of trouble, but deep down he was a good kid and happy, funny, always came with the new stuff from London. He used to come with his fake, what was it? Your like Versace jumpers. Yeah, and all your links. He took much longer than anyone to get ready in the place.
That's changed. Rough and ready now.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. My memories of growing up here was, well, I was moved away at the age of 4 or 5, and my mum put me on the boat back home every year for 6 weeks for school holidays, and you had the responsibility of looking after me, or should I say kicking me left, right and centre.
Okay, well what were you like? You were hard going, full of energy.
Hyper, right?
Very hyper. Oh my God, so hyper. Now as an adult looking back at you, yes, you were like so hyper.
I'm back, baby.
Way too much energy, wanting to be in everything, stuck in everything, annoying everyone.
Yeah.
But like you were a city kid in the middle of a country, slow going, pace here, and you just...
It was strange coming back.
Yeah, I can say
You know,
so.
it was, London life, then coming here.
Yeah.
You walk out of the house, you're like, oh, it's like a
There's nothing to
25-minute
do.
walk to a shop. We're back. Good to be home.
We had one like little shop that was down in Lisrona.
I remember that.
And Stephen would go down and absolutely wreck the poor lady's head.
She had like bread, milk, a few sweets, and that was it. There was nothing really there.
That was it. And you'd walk down, run down?
Yeah, run down back in the day.
Run down.
Yeah,
as you got older, you were so into your fitness.
Yeah.
So
the Peter Andre curls.
The Peter Andre curls and the dancing, and
Yeah.
my mum would always like to make sure that he'd be doing something while he was here. He'd be sent off to camp with us so we'd get the bus. So you'd be on the bus, and the next one he's looking out and he's like, water, water, water. And you're like, the one thing I have to say is you were so into your numbers back in the days. I don't know, you were like so smart, probably too smart for us. But you were, now as an adult looking back, you were a good kid, but you just had way too much energy.
Absolutely.
Not enough going on in Tipperary to keep you active. So
Yeah, I think it grounded me coming back here.
do you think?
Yeah, 'cause without it, I'd just be a London boy really, who would have lost his roots.
Well, it was probably good grounding.
Yeah.
And you make good friends here as well.
Yeah, riding our bikes around here like lunatics. Yeah, it's good days, good memories.
Yeah, no, they were.
Yeah.
They were good. As you got older, you weren't too bad. He's amazing, really, of what he's doing, and the way that you achieve for so much, and you know your stuff.
Yeah.
Like the information that Stephen knows, like people that have been in it for years, you know as much or more even than them. Like your love for what you do is, I admire you. But I couldn't think of anything different that he could be doing, because you're loud, you're excitable, you have passion.
Yeah.
So it's...
I'll give you that money now.
Yeah, thanks.
That money now. Good to be back, boys. Just arrived at the Irish National Stud, home to some of the best stallions in Ireland and the famous Japanese Gardens, home to the famous legendary racehorses Hurricane Fly, Forheen the Machine, Beef or Salmon. I'm absolutely buzzing for today. And look at the weather, the sunshine's come out. It's going to be a good day. Who's the famous stallion you have here? Been around
Invincible
for years.
Spirit.
Spirit, yeah.
But he's a grand old age now, 26.
Oh,
And
blimey, he's 26.
yeah, still
Crikey.
covering away.
I'll film him walking up and down. So when he comes towards me, he'll stop him, and then you go into shot, and I'll talk until he gets to that point.
We'll talk there.
So he'll walk, and then stop him there, and then you go over to him, and then start talking.
Okay.
Right? So this is Lucky Vega here at the Irish National Stud, a first season stallion, and he looks beautiful. Had some high class form. Fred, an exciting time.
Yeah, a very exciting time. By Lope de Vega, owned by a big investor in the industry called Mr. Zhang. He covered his first book of mares here last year.
So this is Phoenix of Spain, just coming towards me, formerly trained by Charlie Hills. He won the Irish 2000 Guineas. This is Nando Parado here at the Irish National Stud, standing at €6,000. Formerly trained by Clive Cox, won the Coventry Stakes and finished runner-up in 2 Group 1s. How special is this? Just coming towards me in the middle with a big white face. You guessed it, it's Forheen the Machine on the right. It's the legend himself, Hurricane Fly. These are really beautiful scenes here at the Irish National Stud. Hello Forheen, how are you, boy? Big boy, what a champion.
What would have been your favourite win of Forheen?
Do you know, I was at Punchestown when he won the 3 mile stayers
Were you
hurdle.
there that day?
He's just a phenomenal character. I think he's got so much heart.
From what I heard, the reception that day
unreal.
was
Spine tingling.
absolutely amazing.
It reminded me of when Enable beat Crystal Ocean in the King George. Just the roof came off.
Hurricane's just here. He gets a little bit grumpy sometimes, but he's quite incredible to achieve what
it's just phenomenal.
What he did.
Because his French form before he came over, sure, was like I think it was 95 rated flat French form.
It's amazing though how they can go from okay flat horses
to phenomenal.
to be
It's the
phenomenal hurdlers.
70 rated handicapper.
Yeah.
What a life these boys have got in retirement. Well, good morning from the Irish National Stud, and that, my friends, is Forheen the Machine in sight, looking as beautiful as ever. And that's Hurricane Fly just coming past. I think he had 24 Irish Grade 1 wins. Just unreal, look at this. What a bunch of horses. Forheen, behave yourself. You're a menace today. Stop winding everyone up. Oh, he's a nightmare, look. I should have brought some carrots with me.
I know, entice them to us.
Do you mind holding that?
Yeah, absolutely, whatever you want.
The secret to making a good video is at some stages he'll pull me, but when he does, just keep tapping the middle of the screen so it stays
his
on.
head,
Yeah, he's always centre shot.
So here, yeah?
Yeah, mate, and then hold it up to your kind of head height. There you go. Well, good morning from the Irish National Stud. This, my friends, is Forheen the Machine. Are we filming?
Yeah, you'd already started.
Okay. Well, good morning from the Irish National Stud. This, my friends, is the legend himself, Forheen the Machine. And one of my favourite horses. I think my favourite victory of you, boy, was winning the 3 miler at Punchestown. He gave us so much pleasure throughout the years, and now he's here in retirement. Well, this, my friends, is Hurricane Fly, who needs no introduction whatsoever. You could say he was Willie Mullins' greatest horse. Well, here we have Kicking King. He was a horse at that time of Irish racing when we had many champions. It was a real golden era. Well, we've just seen some of the biggest legends in Irish jumps racing history. Fred, what's it like looking after these champions?
They're really enjoying their life here. They are all treated like kings.
Yeah.
But no, they love their life.
Yeah.
And they're very, very well cared for.
I presume this is all imported from Japan then, if it's...
Plugs you into your plants?
Do you know what? As I get older and slow down a bit finally, I actually do appreciate gardening. My garden's actually quite tidy, you'd be surprised. Every Sunday I get in there and do a bit. It's quite nice watching plants grow, man. It's quite relaxing, you know? Yeah. Mrs. loves it as well.
Really?
Yeah. She loves her garden, so we do a bit of gardening, mate, you know. Fucking, that'll be one of those things people skim off Twitter and go, what the fuck? So we've seen some of the stallions, we've seen the Japanese gardens, and now we're off to do this new interactive tour here. And apparently there's a simulator where I'm going to embarrass myself on at the end. So yeah, would this be similar to one in Feathered? Have you been to the one there? Experience.
I haven't myself.
Okay, so that was the first one. So this will be interesting.
If you do, if if name comes up and one of the names will always wins.
Right, all right.
All right.
Say no more.
Don't tell anybody that.
I know now going forward.
We can make money here.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
All right,
So do
cheers.
you want to start off with the bid?
With one thoroughbred for every 250 people.
So this is like an introduction of the history of horse racing in Ireland, basically.
Who has the fastest horse?
I mean, the way in which it works is basically, you know, you walk round and each screen that you walk up to, there are people talking to you about what's going on in whatever area it is on the studs. And obviously there's a good example there of a mare just having a foal there, so.
Well, welcome to the interactive experience here at the Irish National Stud. It's absolutely incredible. And you come in here and you've got your little iPad and you've got your headset and you stand on these numbers and you actually buy your own horse at Goffs. It's Henry Beebe in behind. So basically, Colin Bow was just down there. Blogsy was I was sitting here actually. I was right there. And that's where we bought the jukebox jewelry.
Thank you very much, Stephen Power. That's 75,000.
And then I walked out and thought, what the hell have I just done? Mad buzz. Heart's pumping out your chest. It's people with tons more money than you. And you just hope that nobody wants to buy the same horse as you. And unfortunately, everyone wanted to buy. Evan Williams came over from England and even he was bidding on horses that I wanted. So it was so frustrating. We lost out on the first three. And then, we ended up with this boy. So, yeah, some buzz. But you realise, like, you know, you're such a small fish in a big wheel. So hard to compete. Yeah. Mad industry.
Fingers crossed he ends up being a good one, huh?
Yeah, it'll be unreal. So much to do and see. There's history everywhere you go. The great Vincent O'Brien. And some of the world's most famous silks just over here. Steeplechasers, Johnny Murter in the background. And yeah, we've only just arrived, but pretty sensational. Gamble landed. It's unbelievable, this. I tell you, if you haven't been here, you've got to get down. You've got all the facets of racing covered. Barney Curley, what a legend. It's good that they recognise gambling as well and put that in, you know, it's such an important part of the industry, you know, no bettors, no horse racing.
If you go to Australia, their attitude to gambling is like everyone loves the pun out. You know, it's,
yeah.
Everyone loves it out there.
Yeah. Right, so we've got a human heart, we've got a cow's heart, and we've got a horse's heart. Look at the size difference. That is absolutely gigantic. We're weighing in over, we're 100 kilos. Size of that, eh? Imagine jumping that. And you've got the boots. Can you believe someone can sit on that? It's unbelievable, isn't it, how tiny they are? Imagine me and that, it was snapping half.
And then in here you've got that you can record your own race commentary.
It's Wayward Lad who's streaking away to break the Cheltenham hoodoo. Up the hill, here comes Dawn running the centre. Forget and forgive on the near side as they race to the line. The mare's beginning to get them up as they get to the line. She's done it. History. Dawn Run wins the Gold Cup. What a performance. What a mare.
Woo, very good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, guys.
Here we go, boys. We've been training for this for a long time. It's a big day. I've dropped 20 kilos. Frankel versus Collinard.
It's an exciting day here for the Irish National Stud Maiden at Naas racecourse.
Come on, boy.
The horses into the stalls, they're on service orders, the starter calls are in, and they're up. They come away from a level break for this 7-furlong race. What beautiful weather we have here. Half a mile from the finish as they head into the home carriage. And here's Frankel. Great stamina being shown by this newcomer. Holiday, right there alongside. Can he do it? This is a stream of performance that you'll ever see.
What a champion. What a horse. What a horse. It's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty funny.
You're still going, isn't it?
I think he decides the second greatest racehorse in the world, so he was foaled here, which is pretty unreal. Talk about speed and stamina, the horse had the lot, and he was campaigned really aggressively by John Ox. So He won an Arc de Triomphe, he won a Guineas, he won an Irish Champion Stakes, he won a Juddmonte. Well, safe to say that this is one of the most famous boxes in the world. This is where the legends see the stars was foaled. It's been awesome. Fred's been showing us around. Yeah, we've seen all the legendary National Hunt horses. That for me was my highlight of the day, you know, all those memories from a young 15-year-old falling in love with racing. I look forward to coming back, and the next time we do, all the horses will be in the main field and it'll be beautiful. F off you jinxing t***s. If we don't win, you won't need a selfie stick. You'll need f***ing walking sticks.
Twitter trolls, 10 a penny, aren't they? Funny Twitter trolls. You get different type of trolls. But the one that really gets me is the Twitter troll who follows you, and then they talk about you on their timeline. And I mean, they really talk about you. Like, every 5th post will be about you. And you click onto their profile as you randomly come across them, and you see they follow you, and they go, oh, that racing blogger, he's a right wanker, isn't he? He's a real idiot, he loves himself, his content's absolutely shit. And then you notice that they follow you, and you just sit back and you just laugh and giggle to yourself, and you realise you're a fan.
I have obviously seen some of the awful stuff up there. I've also seen how he reacts to it, and I know he's had some coaching around it on hate and all that online media stuff. I think I know Stephen well enough to know when he's in trouble. You know, I can tell when things go a bit too quiet. I'm like, why is he just giving the facts? You know, why isn't he doing his usual showmanship? You know, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? You know, so kind of triggers a question in me, you know, to how is he and how are things on social media?
Some of them get a bit vitriolic, some of them get really nasty. I see a lot of people getting bullied on there. I've been at the forefront of getting bullied in the horse racing industry for a long time, and not one of the major organisations have ever stood up for me. And they've tried to knock me, they've tried to destroy me, they've tried to batter me into the ground.
You know, we've sat around the family table and you know, you can see the reactions as stuff is kicked off online, you know, something around losing a bet again or something, you know, and you know, people do react, and I think he's found some good coping mechanisms, and you know, to appreciate it for what it is. And to me, I think it's a bit well, not dissimilar to something like road rage, you know, where people kind of feel they have the protection of the car, you know, with social media hate. It's like they've got the protection of the computer screen, isn't it? You know, so unfortunately that is what happens. Yeah, and if you're going to be on social media, yeah, it's part of that ground, isn't it?
There have been times where I've completely fallen out of love with it, and that's when I had my account shut. There are times when it sours you. You also go through your own stuff in your personal life, like we sadly lost Vanessa's mum recently, Manuela, God bless her soul. You don't want to be on camera, you know. You just want to be left alone like any normal person who's just lost a loved one. So you go through your own highs and lows in life as well, and there are times in life where you're changing as a person. I've changed a lot in the last 5 years, so you do fall out of love with it, but you have to remember what you're doing there is great.
He does get some very good contracts. He works for some of the major people in the racing industry.
Yeah, I think my mum's reaction to me kind of jacking in my full-time trade as a personal trainer and Pilates teacher was one of shock. Seeing the reaction on the internet, seeing the reaction of people, seeing the interviews come in. I think like most people, she was kind of flabbergasted really. But yeah, she's pretty cool with it now anyway.
Onwards and upwards, I think, for racing blogger, because he's made a name for himself. It hasn't been easy, because I mean, I could do gambling, isn't it? I probably wouldn't do very well, but I'd never pick up all that knowledge and all those contacts and all that history that he has made. So I do like to see him on the racecourse now, getting excited, and you know, it's almost like he wants to be on the horse and jumping off, just like Frankie as well.
The perspective of me has changed as I've been able to actually harness and create my content in a way that I really wanted to. And I've also developed on camera. You have to remember, I am not a journalist. I haven't gone to university. I'm not social media trained. I've never been taught to interview somebody. I've learned how to do it just by picking up my phone, no producer in my ear, nobody feeding me questions, no runners getting my interview, no pre-planned questions. Everything I do when it comes to interviewing trainers and jockeys is live with one take. I've tried my best to get that hand out there and get that camera and show you where we've been.
Come on, racing vlog.
It's Frankie's world.
Your boy.
We go on the sun. Fly in. Still life in the dog yet.
Getting to go to see Ballydoyle
was just memorable. And then getting the tour around Clonmel stud to this day will be one of the most memorable days of my life. A special moment coming towards me now is Big G. It's Galileo here at Clonmel stud. I got to see Galileo. You know, Willie Mullins, Gordon Elliott's, Henry de Bromhead's. I've been to see Cedar Stars at the Aga Khan stud in Ireland, and recently went to the Irish National stud where we got to see the legends there, Forheen the Machine, Kicking King, who, God bless his soul, sadly passed away, the Gold Cup winner, the King George winner. Really just unbelievable. And being that kid who used to watch racing on the TV, and to think I just picked up my phone and joined social media, and now to be there in those places, yeah, I still have to pinch myself. I mean, I go into these places like a little boy. I remember having a cup of coffee with Aidan O'Brien in Ballydor, and I was looking at all his Group 1 winners all over the walls, and I was just smiling, and Aidan came in and gave me a jacket and a hat. Would you like a biscuit, Stephen? Oh yeah, I'd like a few of them, Aidan. And just having a chat with him off camera about life in Clonmel, and I actually knew a few of his work riders who were around the house in Clonmel and that, and we had a great little talk for 45 minutes. You couldn't buy that. Having dinner with Frankie Dettori in Deauville and smashing a few bottles of expensive Malbec that he was saying. I remember Frankie saying to me, "Did you like that one, Stephen?" I went, "Yeah." €500. I went, "Oh, right there, lovely, mate. Would you like another one?" I went, "Yeah, get two, mate." It's absolutely brilliant, you know. I remember calling up my mum, said, "Mum, I just had dinner with Frankie and we've gone for cocktails afterwards." I was just like, how does it happen, you know? Mad things seem to happen to me all the time. I think my infectious personality gets me places, and passion. People love passion. I hope to be able to create more great content like that and more great memories to share with all of you, because that's what really turns me on, is sharing it with you guys. Off to see my horse that I bought at Tats for the first time. So really looking forward to that. Early start, went to bed late at 1:30. So yeah, paying the price. I like to wake up at 9 AM, have my egg whites and porridge, mate, and be left alone. Yeah, so we've moved into horse racing ownership for the first time. Something I never ever saw coming. Something I never thought I'd be able to afford to do.
So the beds are fucking unbelievable. Getting up at 6 is a mini shock.
Picked up a Yumzane at Tats Island for €11,000, and then obviously went mental at Goffs and bought the jukebox jewellery for 75,000, which was a bit unexpected. Walked out of there thinking, what the fuck have I just done? Was on the verge of buying a car. The car became the horse, and still don't own a car.
Try and think outside the box, you know. Do whatever you can to get it. Anyone can hold a camera, not anyone can film with a camera. And that's my horse just ahead of me, the Yumzane gelding, I've nicknamed Rafa. I'm going to meet him today for the first time, meet Paul, and yeah, see him do a bit of work, which will be nice. How you doing? You all good?
You can drive way over there, okay?
Yeah.
See the junction, we say the little passage down to the left, you can park there then.
Right, okay.
Obviously don't be in our way coming back, so
yeah.
Keep the side.
Okay.
Head way over to the gallop then,
yeah.
Walk over, you'll see it.
Which one's my lad, Paul? That one there. How you doing?
Do Steve, right?
Alright, top man.
You want to get a video of him?
Yeah, we'll do, yeah.
He'll go up on the left, three
yeah.
of us come up together.
Yeah.
He'll go up on the left the first time.
Yeah, okay.
And we'll keep him on the right then the second time.
Alright, top man.
Better video of him.
Alright, lovely, cheers.
Okay. Thanks.
Horse owner, mate, horse owner. Taking on Jigginstown stud and JP McManus. Give me 20 years, baby. See the boy come up the hill. He's grown a lot since we bought him. Obviously been well fed. Nice to see them progress, get bigger and stronger. Well, good morning and welcome to Tallow. I'm here at Paul and Alan Tobin's place, just about to watch Rafa do a bit of work. What a beautiful place, absolutely stunning, and we're lucky with the weather here today. Crikey. Fingers crossed he's going to run in his first point to point in about 6 to 9 weeks, so yeah, exciting times here in Tallow. You're like a drug dealer, why have you got 2 phones? Because I'm a punter, mate, and a content creator. Change phones? 2 phones, 1 for the vlogging, 1 for the horses. 2 phones, 1 for the vlogging, 1 for the horses. Now, say you vlog with 2 phones, right? This is next level shit. I know all you little ute man are going to try and copy this now, but you can never copy Blogsy, mate. Blogsy's a G. Got the vlog mode, And we've got the reverse mode, but all angles cover this, son. My lad on the inside. Good on you, good ting, boy. Moving nicely. Purring, just like his daddy Yumzane. Wonder what Aidan O'Brien would say. Right, I guess we get back in the car then. It was over pretty quick, wasn't it? 5 seconds and it's done. Fucking shorter than me in the bed. See what Paul says about him now and get some feedback. Building him up nice and steady, and I wouldn't like to push a horse too early, really. Even in his first point to point, he's going to improve and improve and improve. His dad was an improver, Yumzane, trained by Mick Shannon, second in the Arc de Triomphe. I want to see them cows that we're all eating. I love cows. I look like the Michelin man. So you reckon go up here, yeah? What's that noise all about? Stuck lads. Made it out alive, boys. Fucking hell. Morning, chaps. How we all doing? Just see my horse work. He's doing good. Like, what the fuck you doing, mate? They love the game. All good?
We're going to walk back. If you want to go back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, good man.
Or if you want to follow us in the morning.
Alright, we'll kick on there a bit. I doubt they've seen this many cameras here before. Always clean your lens. I can't stand people who put content on social media with blurred lenses because they're lazy. Well, good morning to Tallow. What a beautiful place. With the white hat just there, there's Rafa. Rafa on the Dow boy. Beautiful. That's what it's all about. Back in winners, eating steak and drinking Guinness. You see where they've come from the back of the yard, all the way up here. So by the time they get to the gallops, they're fully warmed up. Yeah, and you see they're going back down now, cooling off nicely. Perfect life for an athlete. Train, ease off, nutrition, and the stress levels stay low. Keep that fucking stress away. Rafa getting a nice little shower after morning work here. The old Rafa. Hey boy. Looking well, lad. The winner point to point, I'll sell you for $500,000 to JP. Yeah, I made that of some drink, wouldn't it? Throwing a racehorse is absolutely sensational. So the next step now is to choose some colours. We've put in a few names. First time I've seen him since the sales. He's grown a lot, he's a big boy now. I think he's 16'2". Paul and Alan are quite complimentary about him, he's doing everything correct. He'll run in his first point to point in about 6 to 10 weeks, and yeah, the start of an exciting journey. Didn't think I'd ever get here, but we've got here. Just goes to show if you don't give up, you don't know what's around the corner. From the age of 15, when I first started watching horse racing, seeing the horses come past me and the noises they make and the size of them, the beauty of them, it's just incredible to see. Became hooked on it very early. The dream's always been to try and get one or get a share in one, and now I've got one on my own, so it's just unreal, really. Good. Looking good. Go 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 go. Look at these chickens. I think that's a turkey. Third cup of coffee for the day. We're firing on all cylinders today, baby.
Yeah, it's just great being back home on an Irish racecourse. The reception here is fantastic as always, and love to meet all the boys and get the energy, and everyone loves back in the winter and having a pint. Back home in England, you know, always a great reception as well, just slightly different on the track. A lot of jealousy within the media. What they don't realise about me is I'm a Clonmel boy, and when you've got the fighting spirit that I do, you can't break me. All you do is you empower me, make me bigger and bigger. So yeah, thanks for trolling. Right, here we are outside the famous Croke Park Stadium. Home to many memories over the years, the Irish football team, the GAA. We're going to head down to Leopardstown.
Yeah, feeling pumped for the day, really excited. Got the old famous green tie on, buzzing to see the general public and all the racing fans, and have a pint. Right, so final check. I've got my selfie stick, I've got my shades to hide my eyes from the praying public. Key to the soul. You need a few readies when you go to the races, boys. Gonna get stuck in today over the next weekend. Bring a couple of K with us. Right, ready for action. Let's do this. Grab a taxi to Leopardstown Racecourse, please. The energy, the atmosphere is going to be electric daylight today. You know, your average Joe Blogs punter wants to have a bet in every race, so we've just stuck a selection up for every race. But people know how I bet. I don't bet very often. I have the odd bet, and whenever I do, I stake that on Twitter. I've had a few quid on. We got a few soldiers in the pocket, and we'll pull them out at some stage. All right, let's have a look what's going on in the old tweet machine. Yeah, so that video there, the famous Cheltenham 54-1 double, over 1 million views on that. So what a day that was. Not easy to land those. Just banging the content out. I'll tell you, that breakfast, shout out to that man. 7 winners in a row last night, unbelievable. Look at that. That, my friends, is a thing of beauty. Gets you horny, that does, doesn't it? Christ. Seamus, how you keeping?
What's happening?
I'm just leaving the Croke Park Hotel on the way to Leopardstown.
What's the paramount stat today?
Hard one, isn't it, Seamus, with William Mullins having all these odds-on favourites. Very hard. I've done the silly William Mullins accumulator, you know, chucked in the 4 big favourites over the 2 days.
Oh, lovely.
Memes calf. That's done 400,000 impressions. Unbelievable. Everyone's got an opinion on a fry-up. I'd love to see what they eat at home. Just arrived at Leopardstown, 45 minutes getting in, so the first's already jumped off. We're going to watch this on the TV and get set for the day. Oh, that traffic getting in was murder. Legend, Brendan Powell, what a boy. Yeah, a quick interview, just do it outside, away from the TV. Well, it's great to be joined by this legend, Brendan Powell. A massive weekend here at Dublin Racing Festival. Obviously the big one today, Banbridge, in what is a hell of an arkle.
Very good horse, he won well at Gorham first time out. Did it well at Cheltenham, he jumped great, it was quick ground. The ground went heavy last time, which he wouldn't like. So he's dropped back to 2 mile today, but he's fitting well and he's in good form.
We made it, the Dublin Racing Festival. Goodlands just won the first. What an atmosphere. This is jumps racing, boys. All right, mate.
Gentleman.
All good.
Nice to meet you, mate. Love the concept.
Well, we've just arrived at the Dublin Racing Festival. The energy is off the roof. What's the nap?
Appreciate it, banker.
Appreciate it, banker. They're going head to head, these two. We're set for an amazing weekend. Here we go. All the tweets out now, as usual. Me doing the lot. Filming, recording, uploading. Relentless. Does anyone want to be my content manager?
I'm worried that you're going to drink too much of that Guinness and it'll ultimately end up killing you.
Nice to meet you, how are you?
Chris Jones, how are you?
Chris Jones, nice to meet you. Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Welcome. Your boys are too polite to say hello to you.
How you doing, lads? Jockey's just coming into the bradering here ahead of the grade 1. Imagine trying to make content, get a bet on, and then doing all the fan stuff. It is very tough. I always give everyone as much time as possible, you know. Respect to the audience. Without them, wouldn't be with them, you know. Right, let's try and get to the racecourse.
Yes.
Right, the favourite, Barry.
By Plain Bearer, Visionarian, saddle off from the door.
Just seeing if we have a bet here, trying to find some value. Gonna have a forecast. Willie to beat Willie. It's Lossiemouth to beat Gala McCoo. So we're just going to have one on that. Let's see if these lads will lay 4 or 11. Simon, will you lay me 4 or 11 the fav for a grand?
Say next door.
Grand on the fav.
Thank you.
Cheers. We're on. Lossiemouth had a terrible trip here. 3 lengths to make up. Lossiemouth is beat. Every single acca is down. Just all the accumulators have gone down. Favourite didn't get a run. Vital stage of the race, trapped in. Done about 2 grand. Bad start to the fucking day, but we kick on. On to the 3rd race now, which is the Irish Arkle, which is just one hell of a race. You know, you've got so much pace, it's just going to be exciting, it's going to be a burn-up. You wouldn't want to take your eyes off of it.
There's the manners everywhere.
Not too bad, Henry, how are you?
How are you?
Good to see you.
How's George?
George, nice to meet you.
Nice
How's things? Keeping well?
Not too bad. One of your
Good
many
stuff.
followers.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the support.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
You really do get everywhere, don't you?
I put a lot in. This month, right, my social media goal is to be as disruptive as possible. So you're going to see some juicy tweets coming out, you know, we're going to a new level.
Great couple of days though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
sensational. I mean, that's what we live for, isn't it, you know?
Indeed.
And you see the energy from the crowd and, you know, special. Appreciate it. A massive gamble here for the Irish Arkle just coming past me. It appears to be the Willie Mullins #1. Looks fantastic. What a race incoming this is. Best game in the world. Trying to back winners, watch great race horses. It's just tremendous.
Appreciated.
Guy starts tanking. Race going to plan. I'm going to try and now catch up
on the Instagram posts. So we've got about 3.5 minutes now to bang out as much as we can and then catch the end bit of the race. People think it's easy. What an atmosphere! What an atmosphere! That's fucking unbelievable, that. Oh, Fabiolo. Willie had 3 in the race. That wasn't the one that the betting suggested was going to win. A few punters seemed to have backed in, bit of a turn up. Banbridge disappointing. Oh look, Banbridge was staying on really late. Did he get a place, did he? Got second. Back to winner. Good man. Well done, Willie. Big win there, Daryl Jacob, El Fabiolo for Willie Mullins. So, out of memory on this phone. But we're professional. We've got 2 phones, baby. This is the big one now, Galloping the Shomps time. Probably the most exciting horse in Willie Mullins' yard. He's got some good ones, so yeah, goosebumps time. Here he is, the most exciting horse in training, Galloping the Shomps. Looks a picture for Willie Mullins. Let's do a hair check. Need to sweep it over a bit. We want to see something special here today. We want to see a rocket go ping, bing, 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 and win, and he will. A little bit of 6 to 4, the old distance bets. People on social media, they absolutely hate them. I love them. Right, last social media post before we go out.
Together, followed by the big dog on the inside, red hot track, Galopin des Champs.
Up the lads.
Wide as Fury Ditch, get all safely over.
They love it. I've had a bet here, Gary, on Galloping the Shomps. No, I got 1 to 3, no mug punt. In life, it normally pays to go against what other people think. How you doing, mate? All good. Go for it. Good luck, boys. Okay. How you doing? Good man. Be lucky.
Stanford and Ken Boy followed by the big dog. Falling back on the inside, jumping up to the trail.
Oh! Blimey's made hard work of this. Galloping the Shomps, he gets there. Yeah, go for it. Be lucky, take care, mate. And nicked a few quid. Well done, boy. Had a monkey on, nicked himself 170 quid. Love it, nothing wrong with that. All the little fannies on Twitter would have had a problem with it though.
I bet your arse was going though.
Yeah, my arsehole was twitching a bit there, to be honest. Yeah, we backed him to win by over 7 at 6 to 4. And we've had a heavy single on him as well, so happy days, it's a good result. What a horse. Hang on. Oh, for fuck's sake, hang on. Here we go. Wait. 3, 2, now. Right, should we go and get a pint for the first time today? All right, boys. 4 great Grade 1s. Galloping the Shomp won the Irish Gold Cup. That's what we all wanted to happen. So hopefully he goes on to win the Cheltenham Gold Cup. And yeah, brilliant. Been a good day.
Betting wise, all good?
That race was a very good race for me because I backed Galloping over 6.
Oh yeah.
I backed Statler to be second.
Oh really?
I backed the Forecast. I backed Banbridge to place and each way. So what I lost on Lossy Mouth. It's a hard day to make money. Hard day. Dangerous day. You could do your bollocks today, you know.
You could lose it all.
I say there's a few fellas who have those.
A few sad faces around.
So no, I'm happy. I came here today. I said to Liam, it's a day to go steady. It's not a day to get involved. Let's just enjoy the day, you know. Been a great day here at the Dublin Racing Festival. 4 Grade 1s. We've met a load of people here today. All the lads here have had a good day. Lads, you had a winning day? Yeah, absolutely. They've all made a few Devin Clonmel winners. What more can you ask for? We're going to cap the day off, get into the music tent, a few pints of Guinness, head into Dublin for a steak. It's been a cracker.
Where's the post?
Where's the post? Where's the post?
It's
Good to meet you, man.
meet you.
Take care. Good man. Appreciate it. Been some highs. There's been some lows. Lossy Mouth started off the day with a bit of a kick up the arse. Didn't get to run up the rails, but we bounced back.
That's right, mate.
How are you?
Cheers.
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too. Yeah,
We got it back. We got it back. I mean, think about it. Drink Guinness, come horse racing. I couldn't think of a more perfect way to spend your life.
Right,
are you, boys?
Have a fucking picture with
Go for
Bugsy.
it. Go for it.
Come on, Bugsy.
How you doing, boys?
Picture. Hi, mate.
Nice dog. Nice dog.
How you like him?
Roger.
How are you, mate?
Not very good.
No?
I've had a bad day at the office.
It happens, mate.
Where are we going tonight?
Divots.
Oh, sorry.
You're going Copperface Jacks.
I was shouting you before.
Oh, that was you?
Bugsy.
Little sent with her mad again. We slept together in Paris. Paris, baby.
It's been a great day here at Leopardstown. The Dublin Racing fans have got an all-queue behind. What a place, what a week, 4 Grade 1s. We love this game. Come on.
He's a blogger.
I'm a vlogger. I'm a vlogger. We're at Kensal Green Cemetery where my gran's buried, Mary Power. 10th of July 1935 to the 26th of August 2014. The best granny in the world. Taught me how to read and write, do maths, manners, and how to look after people, so an absolute legend. Without my gran, I wouldn't be involved in horse racing, period, even though I was born in horse capital of the world, Tipperary, Clonmel. I never picked up the bug there, and even though I was on the boat back home until the age of 16 every year for 6 weeks, I never got into horse racing. It was in my gran's council flat in Kilburn, where she had the racing on the TV, that racing bit me. She bought me in a bookie, and the rest is history, really. She bought me horse racing, we talked about form, she showed me how to read form, and without her, there's no way I'd be involved in horse racing. I might be the vlogger of football instead. Saw Kieran the other day, we went to Ascot, you would have loved to have seen that. He was flying around the place, he had a £5 each way on Art Power just for the surname. That came in, so he won about 240 quid, so he was delighted with that. He's in good form, his little kids are doing well. Yeah, I mean, my gran wouldn't believe it. I mean, to see me having dinner with Frankie Dettori and having the banter with him, it would blow her hair off, really. You know, to see some of the things I've done, have a cup of coffee with Aidan O'Brien in Ballydoyle, she'd be really proud. She was always a proud granny, even when I was making a fool of myself, you know. So many memories. She'd bring us down the Kilburn High Road every weekend. You know, the big treat would be getting a McDonald's and maybe getting a new t-shirt or something like that. She'd always spoil us. But 2 police officers saw us standing next to our gran, my cousin's mixed race. So the police officers came over to us and said, "Excuse me, dear, are these 2 boys harassing you?" My gran went even whiter in the face and couldn't believe it. She went, "They're my fucking grandkids," and stormed off down the road. So that was one of the funniest. Me and my cousin just stood there bursting into laughter. And then my gran went off with a big red face. So yeah, loads of funny stories over the years. But yes, some of the banter was off the hook. Me and my cousin used to terrorise her. The stick would often come out at times if we didn't behave ourselves. Yeah, stick. The good old Irish stick, the warning flag. But, you know, corporal punishment back in those days was the norm, wasn't it? There go the flowers. It's turning into a comedy show, as always, Gran. Just blew them over, she's fuming.
I think she'd be really delighted with everything that he's doing, and I think you know, it's kind of a loss that she's not here, because I'm sure she'd give him some really good pointers as well, and no doubt she would have some comments on the things that he says on social media, which is fair enough, she'd be well entitled.
My gran was my best friend, really. We got on like a house on fire, and yeah, when she died, lost a major part of me, as everyone who loses someone does, but very lucky to have a gran like that. My best mate.
Well, I think going back to the day of him and my mum, Mary Power, his gran, getting excited on Channel 4 Racing and Istraback, and you know, that kind of togetherness and that excitement. I think that's my favourite bit of all of it.
You know, when my gran passed away, I was doing Pilates, personal training and nutrition. It was a great struggle at times. Social media was just kind of beginning back in those days. And to see the journey that's evolved over the last 6 years, she would have been flabbergasted. You know, it would have been great to bring her in a box at one of the meetings and let her sit down and have a cup of tea and see me running around and getting interviews and getting scoops and using WhatsApp and sending her links to Twitter to see the reactions and me making a fool of myself cheering horses home. Yeah, she would have been very proud of me. And I was a granny's boy, you know, so we had a great relationship, two kindred souls. Just found someone who made it to 100. I've never seen someone with 100 on their tombstone. God bless you, Kathleen. Great innings. 100. Centurion, isn't it? You get a letter from the king or queen, don't you? I might just try and make it just for that alone.
Racing as a whole is a dying sport, and we need to bring in a younger audience, a younger generation.
Crikey, Blogsy, fancy seeing you here. Lefty! Come on, baby! Let's
We need to be a bit more approachable as a whole within the racing community. It's great to be joined by Frankie Dettori, Shane Murphy, William Buick,
Aidan O'Brien. Always want to see him in the Ballymore Garden.
We'll see what happens. So the racing community need to think to themselves, how are they going to get more people interested in a sport that deserves more?
I bet this is a sight you thought you'd never see. This is sensational!
It's Galileo here at Clonmel Stud.
First American racecourse.
Absolutely incredible scenes. Boom!
Walking alongside the legend.
Morning, Tiger.
Oh no! I'm the king of Lamorle.
It's on.
Next stop, Dubai.
Well, good morning. We're back. What a place to watch horses prepare.
My God, she's doing it! Oh my God, she's doing it! Come on! Liam, take the fucking horses! Brooks up the covenant!
So best ever racing experience, Enable versus Crystal Ocean in the King George.
Into the home straight. Crystal Ocean's got the run on Enable!
Head to head for the last 3 furlongs. Crystal Ocean not given a yard. Enable under Frankie Dettori. I've had my plums on her anti-post. It's a mega bet for me, but I'm totally in love with this filly of John Gosden's.
Here she comes! Here she comes!
Down to the final furlong, Crystal Ocean's coming back. Frankie's lifting Enable.
Oh my God, Crystal Ocean's coming back! Come on, Enable!
And in the last 100 yards, he gets her up. Ascot Racecourse absolutely erupts. And I just remember feeling goosebumps down the back of my spine. And at the end of the video, I go, what a race! What a race! And it's just, people are going wild. And that was one of my best ever days on a racecourse, man. That atmosphere was peak. It was peak.
Well, welcome to Moy South, Point track. Here to see the Clonmel kid make his debut. Very exciting day indeed. Hopefully the start of a great journey.
It's been interesting owning racehorses, especially buying stores. You're getting these monthly bills which are frightening, and then horses start growing. It's a long phase. You have to treat them as young teenagers who are in secondary school, more than you thought they were going to grow, so they need more time. I'm very patient in that sense. I'd say I'm probably a very patient owner. Just tell the trainers to do whatever they think is best. So yeah, the Ewan Zane at this stage, he's in Northern Ireland at the moment with a new trainer. He's still growing. He's 17 hands now, so we just backed off him a bit. We are hoping to get him into a point-to-point probably in January.
In the old jungle here, the Clonmel kid.
They've got him on at 2s, 9 to 4, 2s, 9 to 4. Go on, boy, do yourself proud. First day at school. In front here, going really nicely. Go on, lad.
Thank you very much, Stephen Power. That's 75,000.
The jukebox jury is flying. He's given Thomas Coyle a great feeling. This horse is really exciting all of us. He's on the verge of going to one of the best trainers in Ireland soon. He's bred to be a champion. He's by a great farm. He has a great pedigree, has a great conformation. He's really grown and muscled up. He looks like a real racehorse. Well, I came, I saw, I conquered. I've just bought this beautiful jukebox jewellery gelding from this man here, Victor Connolly from Burgess Stud. This horse is getting my juices flowing and gets me excited. It gets me horny when I look at him. You know, this is my dream, and I can't wait to share the experience. Touch wood, they stay sound, and imagine if we get to a grade 1 one day. Jesus Christ, it's going to go off. What a party that's going to be.